What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 78 Shovelhead. So it's the next day. I went ahead and got some more parts that I needed for it, and we're going to go ahead and just keep knocking things off the list here. First things first, we're going to go ahead and get the new spark plugs back in, put the coil wires back on, all that kind of fun stuff. Got a new fuel filter because this one's kind of ugly. We wanted to go with one that you can actually see the fuel going through it, so you can see if there's any nasty things going through the fuel with it. Got a new fuel line crossover because this one's all kind of jacked up and disgusting. So we're going to go ahead and get started on doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and get set up, and I'll be right back with you guys.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in.
Alrighty, so since we're here and it's already taken apart, we're just going to go ahead and throw the spark plugs back in first. Get them all put back in, make them look all nice and better than they were because they look pretty gross. So, got the nice new plugs here. Gapped to specification, even though honestly I've never known the gap to really matter on a stock application. But on the other hand, why do it wrong when you can just do it right? Yeah, we can thread these in most of the way by hand, as long as they're not all gummed up. This front one's kind of gummed up. It's kind of gross a little bit, but she should be okay. And we got the shop mascot in here today. Come on over, Cassie. Oh, she went back outside. Never mind. Cassie hasn't been feeling good the last few days, so she's just kind of doing her own thing right now. Don't need the wobbly for this one on the back here, so put it back in by feeling without breaking anything off. Probably for the best. That one still needs the wobbly. It's not going to go back on the way she came off. Not the way she should, at least. We'll go ahead and give her one more crank just to make sure that the front one's tight. Trying to be careful with it. Using a wobbly, you're not going to be able to feel exactly how tight you are turning it. Oh yeah, she's tight. But you also don't want it to be too loose to where it comes loose while you're riding. It's an older bike. We'll shake a little. Shake, rattle, and roll just a little bit. So there's that. We can go ahead and put the coil wires back on. Maybe. There's one click. There's two click. There we go. So that's going to do it for those. Now the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is do the fuel filter real quick. But for that we need a pair of needle nose because for some reason these don't have hose clamps on them. These are just tied on with a metal strand. So these, you know, they were never meant to come loose for some reason. Well, that didn't feel great. Not 100% sure why you would want to do this with just metal strings. Especially if you wouldn't want to cut this thing off. But you know, you might have to. Because just some more stupid shit went down with this one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cut the line off. Because for some reason stupidity runs amok around here. There's one side. And here is the second side, right there. Oh, no, too far up. There's two. Yeah, I don't really know why you would use those, but they did. They sure did. Yep, nothing's all gunked up and gross, so it's a good thing we replaced this thing, because this thing's filter on the inside is all kinds of gross. So we got an in and out. I need a 3/8 line hose clamp. That's what we're calling it. 3/8 seconds. Perfect. And these are flathead approved as well, so that's even better. So that's the inside, that's the outside. Don't tell me this is 1/4 inch line. It's also not pliable like at all. It's just stiff. Well, they look like they'd be about the same, so it's just stiff as fuck. And the line's just stiff as can be. Yeah, I'd say I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong fuel filter, so it would appear that we were going back to the auto parts store. Woohoo! Oh well. Things happen for a reason, I reckon. Let's see here. Oh yeah, no. Well, looks like I will be back in a bit. All right, so now that we're back from the auto parts store, we're one part richer and one headache averted, hopefully. As long as this one fits okay, but you know, to each their own. Things happen in their own right. Oh, that looks a lot better. All right. Now I just gotta get these hose clamps back in. These new hose clamps. Because we're gonna use actual hose clamps. We're not gonna use the little wire bendy thing that somebody else used. We're gonna go ahead and actually use some hose clamps for this. So do I want to do it from the bottom or do I want to do it from the top? I'll do it from the bottom, I think. A safer bet. Are you serious? Why is this line so stiff? It's like it's old and stiff. Just goes right on there like that. I'll do, pig, they'll do. But to get this one better, we're going to go ahead and take this end off. So we can get the other end on better. Seriously? Not going to spread or nothing, huh? Sometimes these fuel lines can be a pain in the ass. For sure. Even starting to sweat with how hard these things are going on. All right, there we go. That one should be on. Let's go ahead and shove this guy back up in here. I'd really like if I could quit sweating. It's just a fuel line. Why am I sweating so hard? Because it's a fuel line. It's being Now, where's my needle nose? Or my flathead? There it is. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but for some reason it keeps not wanting to stay connected. There's that one. Still not staying connected? Oh, it's just slowly blinking red. Perfect. Whatever. Okay, I don't know why the audio thing's being so weird right now, but it is. It's okay, we're just gonna live with it. Okay, now I need my other one, which is right here, I believe. That's not a new one, that's the new one. Right there. Put the new guy over here so it can do its job. This thing's just gonna go on just like that. So I can get it to stay over here. Just go and put it in just like this, baby. Right there. Tighten her on down. Like so. Preferably without cutting my fingers, please. Thank you. Okay, so now that's on there. I'll go right back on. And then look at that. Brand new fuel filter on the old girl. Excuse you, but you were in my way. Well, it would appear you were not in my way, but the module itself was 100% in my way. Ooh. Now that's back on the way it's supposed to be. That's all tightened down. Now as soon as we turn the fuel on, it should send fuel through. You should be able to see it. Make sure this side stayed on nice and tight the way it was supposed to. Yes, it did. Perfecto. Everything's still looking good there. Yeah, looks good to me. It'll look good for my house at least. What do y'all think? Think it looks pretty decent? Looking at it head on, just looks like you got two bands and a little sight glass fuel filter there. Yeah. It's like she'll do what she needs to do. Yeah. So I need to I can start throwing it kind of back together, I reckon. Need to put the new battery in, but we'll do that last. Is the chain nice and looby still? Oh yeah, chain's still nice and looby. This bike barely got rode. I don't know what I'm talking about if it's still looby or not. Yep, and then need to fix all that. That's loose. Other side's all nice and tight still, so let's go ahead and figure out which socket that's going to be. Which I got a funny feeling. It's this one right here. I doubt it now. Looking at, oh yeah, it's way off. $20 says 7/16 though. No, it's gonna be bigger than that then. I was wrong. $20, I was wrong. I owe somebody $20. Somebody comment who wants the $20. I owe them. Oh, way too big. That's what she said. Still the exact same type of battery. This one's just a little bigger. Oh, lift is doing a little bit of ziggy zaggies on me. So yeah, this is gonna have to do a little slide to the left action here. Go it off the front instead, off the back the way he had it, just like that. Which I don't see why not, but all those wires got to be below, just like that, and just like that. Put this one down. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do there. Put it just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and take these leads here. Do that. Do that. So we're gonna shove the leads down in the hole. That way it just looks a little cleaner. Gonna be right there. We're gonna put this lead down first. Have all of this holding the rest of it all nice and down. Bingo. Let's go ahead and get this thing torqued down here then. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do right there. Okay. Okay, I need a screw. Can I use a Phillips? I can. Perfect. Will this Phillips work? It will. Perfect. Okay. So washer. These guys. Down here. Yep. Cool. Take this thing to Gapplebee's. Now this guy just has to go on right here. Bingo. Just like that. Cool. Now. Huh. That's not good. That's nice, I guess. Either that or that battery's bad. But I doubt it. Okay. Where's my heat gun? There it is. Okay then. That's not great. Alright, so let's go ahead and move you guys up. Oh, that's the wrong way. Move you guys right on up to the front row here while we replace that line. We're replacing this one because it's pretty gross on the other side. That ain't gonna work. Worked so well over there, but it's not gonna work over here. That's rude. Almost had fuel all over the place. No, it's just not gonna work. Okay, whatever. Perfect. Things shouldn't leak anywhere. Okay. Oh, we need the new line. Perfect. Which is right here. Start on the other side because the other side's not fucking leaking. This is supposed to say 2 foot. I don't know if it's just me, but that doesn't look like 2 foot. It looks like 1 foot. I've been wrong before, but that looks like 1 foot. Now, if that honeybee doesn't stop screwing around in my shop, I swear to God. Honeybee is doing honeybee things in my shop, and I'm not happy about it. Okay, there's one side done. Where are the cutters? I need the shears so I can cut the other side to do the other side. Don't come on over here and take a look at the mess that I'm making. Bingo. Move the stool on out of the way here. Okay, so this thing's got, ooh, making a mess. Okay, so this thing's got to do like a horseshoe kind of look like that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right there, I think. Right there will look good. Yep. I think right there. Right here look good. Yeah. Yeah, that'll look good. Okay, cool. Need the good hose clamp that I just thought I brought over. There it is. Ooh. Hang on, this might be a good way. I just didn't turn it far enough. We're good. Horn. Well, the button works. Perfect. I didn't turn it far enough. I'm kind of an idiot. And the lights work. Taillight work. Taillight works. We got taillight. Cool. Let's put some fuel in it and some oil. I'll double check my little shopping list here. the things that were supposed to get done on her. Done, 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 done-ish. I haven't tightened the headlight down yet. Tighten the sissy bar. Yeah, oil leak in the rear head. Confirmed. He doesn't want to do the fix yet. Kickstand spring. Already did. Rear fender rubbing. Yes, it is. Fixed. Terminal wire loose. Check. Hot wire ends. Check. Air tires. Oh, it needs to be done. Detail the bike. Definitely needs to be done. But oil in this heifer. Fuel in this heifer. And then we can do fun bike stuff. So let's go ahead and come on over here. I'll put oil in her. So this is a 3-quart oil bag. And this guy right here does not have any numerals or nothing for it, but standard for a Shovelhead is 3 quarts. What we're going to go ahead and do is going to go ahead and start filling her up. And after we get to the third one, we're going to put only half in. That way we can double check our work and see how far up the dipstick it's coming, but we don't want to overfill it because we don't want it to go above the return line hole, because then it would be no bueno. I knew they made it a perfect fit for a reason. Alright. Go ahead and put a second quart in. Yeah, so we're going ahead, fill this thing up with some 20W50 non-synthetic. Then we're going to go ahead and get her on, start it over, and hope that she turns over and runs good. If she turns over and runs good, that'd be happy for me. I'll be happy with it. Because that would mean that I did my job correctly. And I can die a happy person. And this thing's only been rode for like a minute, so I highly doubt the brakes are going to have any issues. Bam! Oh, we already got some oil temp. That's crazy. We're at 225 degrees in the oil. Ooh. That's crazy. That's an insane number right there. 225 degrees. Already. We haven't even started it and she's already hot. Alright, let's go ahead and do that number there. Let's go ahead and get some fuel in her. Go ahead and throw the cap on the other side because this all should just rotate over to the other side. Here's that. Where's my little jug of fuel that I bought? We could probably bring her down a little bit first before we do that. Well, actually, we should probably clean the tools up off the bench first before we do that. I'm just gonna make you guys wait. Clean up my tools. At least clean them off the bench, put them over here on this chair. You know, who does things the right way? Gonna go ahead and move the brand new clean and improved S&S carburetor that I just finished rebuilding for this bike over. We're not gonna be putting it on yet because we need a new tower for it first. Move that on over to the top of the toolbox so I can keep her safe. Till we get the new one, you know. All right, let's let this old girl down a little bit so we can go ahead and put some fuel in her and see if she starts. But your man's here has full faith that she will start, so I'm okay with it. All right. So the only thing I'm not a huge fan of with this lift quite yet, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. It kind of has a mind of its own. It kind of decides where it wants to go, what it wants to do. I'm sure I'll get over it and I'll get used to it, but at this exact point in time, not my favorite thing about it. Okay. I don't want to fill it all the way up. I will fill her up all the way when I take her home. Right now, half a tank will do. Alrighty. Didn't make any noise, so that's probably not the best sign. Okay then. Okay. We're just gonna kill the battery before we do anything with it, or what? Alright, we're gonna try this the old school way. Get the choke lost out. Okay, so I got fuel on. There should be oil pressure in there. I know because I leaked it, most of it all over my fucking lift. There's that. Let's see if we have any power here. But we do have a couple goes on there. So, I don't think the lift is going to go nowhere. Nope. So we're going to go ahead. 1, 2, 4. Woo! Foot slip up. Fucking kicks. But she's running, so we're good to fucking go.